Yo, what is going on, guys? Flashverse here, and welcome back to another video on the MCU. Now, for a while I haven't really uploaded anything Marvel related since I mainly upload DC content, but for some reason I felt like doing a Marvel video for today. So in this video I was thinking of what content I should cover, and I thought that this one would be an interesting one to talk about, as not many people have really covered this. So in this video I will be going over what exactly are Infinity Stones, and I'll also be going over each of the powers these Infinity Stones consist of. Now for this I will go over in terms of the MCU, not the comics, because A, in the comics the Infinity Stones are all different colors, and B, there's more than 6 Infinity Stones in the comics. Like, there's also a Rhythm Stone, a Continuity Stone, there's an Ego Stone, a Build Stone, and a Death Stone. But before I go over any of that, however, you guys don't forget to drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel so you are aware of more upcoming content coming your way. Okay, so before I obviously go over the Infinity Stones, let's actually go over what Infinity Stones are in the first place. Okay, so before the creation of the universe, we find out that 6 singularities used to exist, and during the Big Bang, this transformed these entities and made them into separate Infinity Stones. Now these stones consisted of the Time Stone, the Mind Stone, the Power Stone, the Space Stone, the Reality Stone, and the Soul Stone. Now to kick this off, I will start off with the Power Stone. Is arguably the most overpowered stones out of all. Now this allows you to enhance power to the fullest extent and makes you extremely powerful by enhancing the user's physical strength and durability. It also allows the user to access and manipulate all forms of energies, and also boosts the effects of the other Infinity Stones. So in other words, making those Infinity Stones a lot more powerful than they were previously. Now we obviously had Star-Lord encounter this Infinity Stone first, and he does it accidentally during Guardians of the Galaxy, and he gives it to the Collector, I think it was. And then we had Ronan take possession of it. He turns on Thanos and he wants to wipe out an entire race. Now the Guardians of the Galaxy obviously then take possession of it and give it to the guards of Xandar. Thanos obviously then takes hold of the Power Stone and he uses it to destroy the Avengers during Infinity War. He made some like badass moves with the Power Stone. In the alternate timeline, during Avengers Endgame, we have Nebula and War Machine take possession of this Power Stone by going to the place Star-Lord first discovered it, that being in Morag. Okay, so let's go on to the second Infinity Stone. Now I'm gonna go over the Mind Stone. Now the Mind Stone allows the user to control the minds of other people once you've been touched by it. The Mind Stone is first held within Loki's scepter, and Tony and Bruce Banner then use the Mind Stone to create Vision, which also granted him incredible abilities, since it allows the user to enhance their abilities and can allow him to read minds and things like that. But obviously Thanos kills Vision and takes hold of this Mind Stone during Infinity War. And again, in Avengers Endgame, we had Steve Rogers get hold of the Mind Stone during Avengers Endgame by tricking the Hydra agents and eventually defeating his past self using Loki's scepter, and that is how they get hold of the Mind Stone. But next to go over is the Reality Stone. Now this stone allows the user to manipulate anything they wish to and make people see whatever the user desires. Now Malekith in Thor the Dark World was the first person who wanted the Aether. Now the Aether allows the user to fulfill the user's wishes, and you could basically create any reality you want to a universal scale, which we've seen Thanos do during Avengers Infinity War. Now the stone was taken from the Collector during Infinity War, and Thanos obviously takes possession of it. But in the alternate Thor the Dark World, Rocket and Thor get possession of the Aether to obviously make their own Infinity Gauntlet to bring the dead people back. But the next Infinity Stone I will go over is the Time Stone. Now this one is the most powerful Infinity Stone out of all in my opinion, and it's pretty self-explanatory, and essentially it grants the user to manipulate time from the past, present and future, and can manipulate time from your surroundings and even age people as well. Doctor Strange discovers this stone inside the Eye of Agamotto in the library, and he trains with sorcery. He then defeats Dormammu with the time stone by putting him into a time loop, and we have Doctor Strange give up this time stone to Thanos during Avengers Infinity War to spare Tony's life, as it was the only way the Avengers were going to win. Thanos then uses the time stone to bring back Vision to life so he can obviously take possession of the Mind Stone. In an alternate timeline during Avengers Endgame, we have Bruce Banner visit the Ancient One to obviously take the time stone so they could use their Infinity Gauntlet to bring everyone back. Now the next Infinity Stone I'm going to go over is the Space Stone. So the Space Stone is actually my favorite stone out of all of the others, and essentially this grants you access to space. When a user has possession of the Space Stone, they can easily manipulate space and open portals from one place to another, and can also manipulate people by freezing them as well, like we've seen Thanos do in the Battle of Wakanda. Now the Space Stone comes from what's called the Tesseract, which is that big blue cube. Now this was first seen by Red Skull in the first Captain America movie, in which then we see S.H.I.E.L.D. take hold of it for years. And then in Avengers Endgame we obviously see Tony Stark take hold of this. We then see Loki taking possession of the Tesseract during the very first Avengers movie, and this was to open the portal so the aliens can attack New York. We then see the Tesseract in Thor Ragnarok, and in this we see Loki claim possession of it while Hela and Thor were battling it out. And while Thanos was boarding the ship, he obviously kills Loki and takes the Tesseract, and obviously from that he takes the Space Stone. And also in Avengers Endgame we obviously see Loki encounter the Tesseract as well, and he takes it and obviously opens a portal to another alternate universe, I guess. We don't have much information on that, but I'm guessing it's like a new alternate universe. But lastly to go over is the Soul Stone, the sixth and final Infinity Stone that is. And in Infinity War we have Thanos and Gamora travel to the planet of Vormir to get hold of the Soul Stone, and we find out that Red Skull is the keeper of the Soul Stone. Now this involves someone having to make a sacrifice, so trade something you desperately love for this stone. This obviously results to Thanos throwing his daughter Gamora off the cliff to claim the Soul Stone. And in Avengers Endgame we had the same thing with Natasha Romanoff sacrificing herself for Clint to take hold of the Soul Stone. Now this stone allows the user to manipulate living or dead souls, and also can create a passage to a new universe, basically giving the user control of all life within the universe, like we've seen Thanos and Iron Man do with their snaps. But yeah guys, this is pretty much it for this video. Thanks for watching. If you guys have enjoyed the video, please give a like and subscribe. Tell me in the comment section down below what you guys think about my explanations. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video.